Hi, I'm Armin and welcome to Govberg Watches. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're looking at the limited edition IWC Ingenieur Silberfiel reference 3785. You can see this watch in our Ardmore Suburban Square location or find out more at govbergwatches.com. Also, download our app, Govberg On Time, for the latest news and orological reviews. On my wrist, 17 centimeters, 6.7 inches, the Ingenieur's 45mm case is definitely big. And the 56.5 lug end to lug end measurement is big too, but it really doesn't feel as big as it sounds. While it is 14.5 millimeters thick on top of all that, I do think it wears very well. The integrated strap definitely helps it sit better on the wrist than one might think. But still, it's definitely not something that we're going to slide under any type of tight dress cuff. Now, in terms of the strap, this is an interesting one. It is a rubber strap, but the rubber is inlaid with a brown alligator. This gives the illusion of a leather strap, but maintains the robust nature and longevity of a rubber strap. Let's take a look at where the strap meets the case. As previously stated, it is an integrated strap with one large center lug holding the case to the strap. The case itself is very interesting too. The bezel has a brush finish as well as a tachymeter scale applied onto it. The mid case, rather than being brushed, actually has a sandblasted look to it, which makes for a great casual look, and it's different than brushing. The lug on either side of the case is brushed, and here's where we can really see the difference between that sandblast and brushed finish. I love the chrono pushers as well. Adorned with those horizontal lines, it really does remind me of some sort of accelerator pedal. And that is appropriate, because if we turn to the case back, we see the image of a stylized Mercedes silver arrow along with our Chronograph Silberfiel and 1 out of 1,000 engravings. Now, the dial of this watch is a really interesting blend of gorgeous and almost industrial looking and very detailed at the same time. The majority of the dial is covered in deep brown perlage that looks lighter and darker depending on the light. At 12 o'clock rests our elapsed minute and hour dial, and I really love the addition to certain chronos where they fit the minute and hour dial into one sub-dial. It's a really smart way to incorporate a full function 12-hour chrono into a bi-compacts layout. At 6 o'clock we have our running seconds as well as a date all the way at the bottom there. Now, both of these subdials are multi-layered. It's difficult to see in the camera, but there is a sandblasted center finish and in the center, and a circular grain, almost circular guilloche finish around the tracking of the hands. Perhaps even more impressive than the dial is the movement. IWC's manufacturer 8936-1 caliber is an in-house automatic chronograph with flyback capability. Now, I'd like to demonstrate the flyback. We're going to start the chrono, and now instead of stopping it, resetting it, and starting it again, all we have to do is press the reset button while the chrono hand is running. Now, this will reset and start the chrono in fractions of a second. The flyback complication is really one of my absolute favorites. It's such an interesting complication. This has been Armin showing you the limited edition IWC Ingenieur Silberfiel. See it live at our Suburban Square location in Ardmore, or give us a ring at 610-664-1715 to chat watches with us. And as always, thanks for tuning in to Govberg Watches.